You know I love you, babe. Love you anyhow. And I don't care if you don't want me. I'm yours right now. Oh, what a mess. I put a spell on you because you're mine. I put a spell on you and I ain't lying. Oh, hey! Sorry to surprise you, babe. I thought I'd let myself in. Have you eaten? No? Good. I have dinner all ready for you. I know you've had a rough day, all that mandatory overtime. And if I know you, you were probably planning on just skipping dinner and going straight to sleep, am I right? So I thought I'd swing by and whip up a little something for my poor tired baby. And it's all ready for you. I'm just cleaning up now. Perfect timing, right? How did I know it was a rough day? Just intuition, I guess. I know these things. Besides, it's always a rough day lately. Now come on, let's eat. What do you mean, how did I get in here? I used my key. You didn't give me... Oh, right. Yeah, I don't have a key, do I? Well, I guess it must not have been locked. Yeah, I know you're a little obsessive about locking your door. But hey, we all miss stuff sometimes. Don't worry about it. Honestly, I think it's kind of cute when you suddenly try and remember if you locked the door while we're out together. You're like a scared little chipmunk. So yeah, it wasn't locked, and I just let myself in. These things happen. Don't call me suspicious. You're suspicious. Well, I can't walk through walls, and I can't open locked doors, so obviously that door was not locked. I cannot do weird stuff like that. Weird stuff like what? I am a perfectly normal person with no eldritch, mutant, or paranormal powers. You think I might be a what? A witch? Well, okay, first of all, the proper legal term is sorceress. I mean, what? Me? A witch? No, that's silly. You're silly. You're so funny. This season must be getting to you too many scary movies. Okay, yeah, I do tend to pop up at random when you're not expecting me. But that's just a coincidence. We work close to each other and we live in the same neighborhood. It's bound to happen. I'm not like magically watching you and teleporting to your location or anything. Yeah, I have a black cat. But like, who doesn't? And he's adorable. Shut up. Black cats are cute. Plus, Alice Meowly has a big white patch on his chin, so he's technically a tuxedo. It's not a cauldron. It's a Dutch oven. I use it for making stew. Definitely not potions. Yeah, I trained the crows in the neighborhood to do stuff for me. It was surprisingly easy. That's not magic. I followed a WikiHow walkthrough. And I talk to them, so? Of course I do. You know me, I love animals. Okay, yeah, so I have toads as pets. Is that a problem? Toads are cute. They're like big, grumpy-looking chubby froggos, and I love building terrarium terrain. Okay, fair. I can see the fact that I named them all after my exes might seem kinda spooky. But that's just how I move on. Let me cope. What? No. I don't turn my exes into toads. What a silly idea. You are such a goof. I mean, come on, you've met one of my exes. Jessie, remember? At the park. We waved at each other. What are you, the Witchfinder General? Jessie moved to Toledo last year. Did I say Spain last time? Toledo is in Spain. Toledo, Spain. You know what? How about you just make a phone call? That'll put this to rest right now. Yeah, let's use the landline to call Jessie. In Spain.
The number or code you have dialed is incorrect. Please check the number or code and try again.
Okay, well,
El número o código que usted ha marcado
must have
es
changed
incorrecto.
numbers, I guess.
Por
What a
favor,
Jessie
verifique el
move.
número o código y intente de
Always
nuevo.
switching towns and changing phone numbers. It's kind of their thing. Yeah, okay, look. I think you are looking at this all wrong. If I were a witch, which I am totally not, I would tell you, unless I had a good reason not to. And don't you trust me to make that kind of decision? And if I were, in fact, a witch, you'd be better off listening to me when I told you not to worry about it. If I have all this magical power, I could be a dangerous person. I mean, you might wake up one day to find I put your soul in a jar or trapped you in a mirror. Who knows what some kind of evil witch might do to somebody who asked too many questions. If I am a witch, you're really playing with fire right now. Maybe you want to find out where Jessie really went. Oh, hey, relax there, sweetie. That wasn't a threat. Just conjecture. Like I said, I'm just a regular old non-magical person. On the other hand, if your silly little idea were true, it might be good to, what do they say, don't look a gift horse in the mouth? Yeah, I could be good to have around if I were a witch. I mean, who doesn't need a little magic now and again? If I were in the background helping you out a little, you might just have it made. I mean, who knows? It's worth thinking about, right? Just because I'd want to keep it secret doesn't mean I'd be above a bit of magical meddling. You might come into work next week and find out that you have a newer, much nicer boss. Wouldn't that be nice? And your old one would just be gone without a trace, nowhere to be found. And then you could drop all this overtime. If I were a witch, I'd be pretty hard on people who are always trying to take away time you should be spending with me. And I'd have lots of ways to get rid of them. Lots of ways to keep you an inhabitant of my own little magical world. Maybe one day I'd just snatch you right up and keep you forever. Again, not admitting to anything, but hypothetically. Look, if I just give you a smooch, will you promise to drop all this nonsense? I promise it'll be a really good one. Give me a cutie. Now, if I were a witch, that kiss would have placed a spell on you. The kind of spell that would make you lose your voice when you started to ask silly stuff like this. But since I'm not a witch, I obviously didn't. So do you have anything else you want to ask? Any other little suspicions nibbling away at that cute little mind of yours? No? Well, isn't that funny? I guess we're good then. We'll continue this conversation never. Now come on, dinner's getting cold. Look at how cute I made the table. I brought over a tablecloth and candles and all kinds of good stuff. Let's celebrate you getting through a rough day. Oh no, the candles went out. No, I don't need a match.